Alright, it's the year-end event. Gotta dress up a little bit, look sharp. I feel like I look like John Lasseter. Like, you got the Hawaiian shirt, the jackets. You guys know what I'm talking about? So this list is going to be my top 10 favorite movies that came out in 2016. And yes, that is my favorite movies, not the best movies that came out this year. Keep in mind, I didn't see everything that came out this year. I heard Hell or High Water was really good. There's also all those Oscar movies like Manchester by the Sea, Moonlight. I'm sure all those are good movies. I didn't get a chance to see them, so I can't include them on this list. There's going to be some movies on here that I can guarantee I'm going to be the only one that has them on this list, but this is just the way that these movies entertained me. Maybe it was an emotional reaction. Maybe it was just seeing my favorite characters on screen. Who knows? But these were the 10 movies that I saw in 2016. I watched and I was like, yeah, let's go see that again. Yeah, movies are cool. I try not to do any honorable mentions with my top 10 list because usually my mindset going in is it's like, alright, if it wasn't good enough to rank, this is a top 10 list, not a top 20 list. So they can just go watch the review and figure out what I thought of it from that. But this year there was one movie that I really wanted to squeeze on here. I thought about making this a top 11 list actually, and you could think of it as a top 11 list. But I have one honorable mention that I want to bring up, and that is The Edge of 17. This is a movie that came out recently. I thought for sure it would be in my top 10 list, and then when I was putting the list together, I was like, but there's 10 movies that I like just a little bit more than that one. So The Edge of 17, great movie, didn't quite make it. Now that we got that out of the way, let's get started. At number 10, Disney came out swinging this year. You're gonna see a lot of Disney movies on this list, but first up we have Moana. You could say Moana is the return of the classic Disney fairy tale princess story, although they did have Frozen a few years ago. This is the first princess style movie that I really loved since probably Tangled, which was now 6 years ago. So yeah, you could call it a return. I thought the girl that played Moana, she was great. I thought that The Rock was really good. I loved the singing in it. It felt like a cool blend of the old Disney movies like Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid, while also mixing in some video game type elements, particularly from Zelda. I know a lot of people love Zootopia. I liked Moana just a hair more. And number 9, another Disney movie, The Jungle Book. This is a movie I saw the first time. I wasn't expecting much from it, and it blew me away. And then I kind of forgot about it for a little bit. When it came out on Blu-ray, I rewatched it, and it got even better for me. For me, this movie is better than the animated movie from the 60s. The effects in it are amazing. Like Moana, they found the right blend of old with the right blend of new. It had an epic scale to it. The music in it was great. John Debney went back and reworked some of George Burns' old orchestral stuff. This is one of a few movies this year that completely unexpectedly blew me away. At number 8, we have a movie that I kind of held off this top 10 list for because I thought I had seen everything I wanted to see this year. And then I thought to myself earlier this week, no, there's still La La Land. It finally expanded near me. I got to check it out. Usually I'm not a huge fan of musicals, but I found the music in La La Land was really cool. It was a great way of telling the story. The movie's like one giant party that they bring you along on the ride for. I feel like this is actually going to be kind of low on this list compared to some other top 10 lists. When I was going into it, I was thinking this was going to be a lot higher, and it's still on the list. But I did find 7 more movies this year that I liked a little bit more. At number 7 this year, we got the story we never knew that we wanted, but it was awesome anyways, Rogue One, A Star Wars Story. I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. Force Awakens was my favorite movie of last year. I thought that Rogue One was a really exciting war, gritty type of movie in the Star Wars universe. Some people thought the characters were underdeveloped. I didn't have a problem with that. I felt like I knew the characters pretty well. It was exciting, it was an emotional ride, and it stitches perfectly into the original Star Wars movie, and you can just go pop the next one in, enjoy, have your own double feature, or quadruple feature if then you just watch the whole trilogy. At number 6, we have one of a couple movies that was completely robbed at the box office this year, Kubo and the Two Strings. I'm a big fan of Laika Entertainment. I've liked all the movies they've put out so far, and Kubo might be my favorite out of the 4. Kind of like Moana, this movie again takes you on an adventure. It's a little Legend of Zelda-esque. It's got some cool characters. The stop motion animation in the movie is amazing. There was a couple puppets in there. I was watching it and I was like, how did you do that? I don't have the patience for those kind of things. And the movie also had a nice emotional pull near the end of it. It was a big sweeping epic that was filmed with models that are about this big. At number 5, Mel Gibson returned to the director's chair this year with Hacksaw Ridge. I have been known to give Andrew Garfield a lot of crap in my time. I think Andrew Garfield was great in this movie. It was an interesting story because usually in war you see the big go-get-em soldiers, and this is a guy that does not want to carry a gun, so there's a completely different perspective. It was gritty, it was violent, it was emotional, it was heartfelt. This movie had me getting misty-eyed at the end. I thought it was awesome. At number 4, a sci-fi movie that wasn't quite Independence Day. It was something else entirely, and I loved it, and that was Arrival. Arrival's one of those movies, kind of like a few others on this list, that just get better and better the more that I think about them. I thought Amy Adams was good, Jeremy Renner was good, their dynamic with the aliens and them trying to understand the aliens, really cool. The end of the movie left me a little confused, but again, the more I thought about it, the more I really liked it. I missed out on Sicario, Prisoners, and Enemies. This is my first Denis Villeneuve movie. I thought the guy killed it. Can't wait to see what he does with Blade Runner. Alright, getting down to the top 3. This is the first movie in 2016 that really blew me away. I left the theater with my mouth dropped. That was 10 Cloverfield Lane. This movie kept me guessing till the very end. I could not tell if John Goodman was good or if he was bad. It's a monster movie, but you're stuck in the cage with the monster. The suspense was really well done. When they get down to it, it's really exciting. And it took those twisted turns that I wasn't expecting, made my mouth drop. I just left the theater with this adrenaline running through me. If they make a third Cloverfield movie, I'd be interested to see what they do with it, but I don't know if it could be better than this one. But if Damien Chazelle's writing it again, just bring it. At number 2, we got a lot of superhero movies this year. This one was my favorite, Captain America Civil War. I just absolutely love this movie. It hit so many layers I wasn't expecting it to hit. A lot of social commentary on surveillance and government control, as well as not being able to take one side completely because you have Captain America on one side and then Iron Man, the guy that introduced us to this universe, on the other side. And of course, Spider-Man. It was a great movie. It might be my favorite movie in the MCU. It's that and Winter Soldier like neck and neck. As far as blockbuster movies go, this was the highlight of the year. Alright, getting down to it, we're at the number 1 spot. The number 1 movie is Sing Streets, a movie that I didn't get to see in theaters. I saw it on Blu-ray. I loved it. Like, seriously, just look at this. Look at this freaking thing. It's awesome. When I was putting together my top 10 list, I had this near the top and I was debating it. Do I put it at number 1? Do I put it a little bit lower? But when I thought about it, the movie, no pun intended, hit all the right notes. This movie was a lot of fun. It was inspiring. It made me want to go make a band. It's got a nice brother-brother relationship in the movie, as well as good camaraderie between the band. I also like Rafina, the girlfriend. Everything about this movie was great. I've seen it about 3 times now. I'm probably going to watch it more than that. So there it is, my top 10 favorite movies of 2016. And unlike previous years when I've done these lists, I'm going to do a top 10 worst movies of the year as well. Usually I try to stay away from terrible movies, which is why I don't make those lists, but I feel like I saw enough crap this year that I can justify making one. So that'll be coming in the next few days. But now I want to know, what are your guys' top 10 favorite movies of this year? Whatever they are, comment down below, let me know. And thank you so much for watching this video and sticking around for the entire year. 2017 is gonna be awesome. If you like this video, click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.